What's up guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'm going to show you exactly how I made over 10k US dollars in the last 3 days using this exact framework, and basically everything from A to Z, what you need to do with your content in order to get the views that you want and how to convert these views into sales for your high ticket offer. So make sure you watch this video all the way through the end. It's probably going to be one of my most valuable videos to date. And as you can see here, I'm not bullshitting. This is a total of about 10k, 11k US dollars, January 20th, January 21st, and January 22nd. Today is January 23rd. So I know you guys want to make sure that I'm not bullshitting because there's a lot of guys out there capping, but let's get straight into the video, because where it all starts is doing the trend research on social media and making sure you create the right content in order to attract the right people. And before you do that, you need to understand exactly what trends are going on social media and what kind of content you need to be creating, and also how you can utilize these trends in order for you to grow on social media. If you don't do this right, then you are not going to grow on social media and with organic marketing, and therefore you won't be getting any organic sales. Once you find out the trends, you need to get to your topic decision. What kind of topics do you want to put out in your video? And I'm going to explain a few things here because you want to script out your brief. But a very important part of your whole script is the hook, because the hook is about 80% of what makes a video go viral or what makes a video not go viral. And a hook can be in many different ways. For example, you can have a pattern interrupt, a results-based hook, a challenge-based hook, and a story-based hook. And a pattern interrupt, we have a very good example of it actually. Let's open up this video real quick because you can see this girl doing it exactly as it should be. So let's check out this video. So a pattern interrupt is basically what this guy is doing at the moment. And it's basically just interrupting the pattern in the video over and over again. And the video should start with something coming your way. Maybe a bottle of water, boom, coming in the screen. Or a bag like this guy did in his video coming into the screen. And then another pattern interrupt in the video that he uses is he changes the location of where he's standing every single time. And this way the video is super engaging and people will watch the video to the end. Therefore the watch time goes up and the video goes more viral. Then the next example that we have here is a results-based hook. And a results-based hook is super important because basically you flex people immediately what the results are that you're getting. So in this video, for example, I tell them I make about 50k every single month, and that's a results-based hook. I tell people the results that I've gotten, and that's how they can actually understand that the value in the video that I'm gonna make is actually gonna help them achieve that same result if they want to achieve the same result. Just like how I did in this YouTube video, I started the video with flexing how much money I made in the last 3 days using this exact strategy. Now, a challenge-based hook can be something like, in the next 30 days, I'm going to lose, I don't know, 10 pounds in weight, for example. So that can be a challenge-based hook. And a story-based hook is basically a story about yourself. Like, last Thursday, I was at the grocery store and you do not believe what happened to me. And then you tell the story. That's a great example of a story-based hook. Important, if you do talking videos, you implement one of these hooks. So when it comes to lifestyle videos, there's something different that we need to be doing. We need to have a visual hook, an emotional sound or a cool sound, or like a banger sound. When people watch the lifestyle video, boom, all of a sudden the video just goes crazy and they will stick to the end of the video. Or it needs to be emotional so that people can start sharing the videos with their family and friends, or it needs to be funny. For example, if you make a lifestyle video and you use OG videos of yourself where you're maybe drinking or falling off a bike or falling off a cliff, I don't know what the case may be, that can be a very good visual hook that we need to use within our lifestyle videos. Now, let's take a look at the rest of the structure of each and every video, because we of course have the hook, which needs to be the first 2 seconds of the video, then need people to stop scrolling. If people don't stop scrolling because of your hook, you have a terrible hook. And how can we find out if people stop scrolling? We can actually see when people click off of the video in the insights of the video. The next thing that we want to focus on is it either has to be visual, verbal, or emotional. And the hook is basically 80% what makes or breaks a video go viral. If you have a solid hook, the video has a higher chance of going viral. Now, the next thing is the body, of course. And this is what we use for providing value. And of course, with lifestyle videos, this is a little bit different, but with talking videos, the body needs to have some sort of value, and it makes what people will hate or trust you. If you provide insane amounts of value within the 30-second maximum that the body should be, then you can gain a lot of trust within 30 seconds of people nowadays. And if you gain enough trust, these people will actually convert into followers. Don't repeat yourself over and over again, and also don't use unnecessary words. A lot of guys are trying to make these videos and they want to be as valuable as possible, but they repeat the same shit over and over again, which is just going to make the video longer, and therefore it's harder for the video to perform well. And then again, don't repeat yourself over and over again. And then the CTA, people are brain rot. We need to tell them what to do. You have to think about the fact that people are mindlessly scrolling every single day on social media, and they're basically robots on the app. So if we don't tell them what to do, then nothing will happen. So don't overdo CTAs, but it's very important for you to do CTAs in some of your videos to actually funnel people to either different platforms, but that shouldn't be what you're doing. You should funnel them to follow you on the specific platform that you're posting a video on, because platforms hate the fact when you funnel people to a different platform. Let's say you post an Instagram reel video and you say, check out my YouTube. Instagram do not like that because they want to keep people on the app. And if you tell them to go off the app, Instagram is not going to push the video because they want to keep people on the app, of course. So that's basically the video structure of talking head videos. You can implement the same stuff for lifestyle videos. It's a little bit less complicated. With lifestyle videos, you want to make sure you have a visual hook, a great audio or sound that triggers an emotion or is just very insanely cool, very fast-paced edited. And with the CTA, you can fade in and fade out, like follow for more, but I wouldn't recommend doing it because it looks kind of cheap. So with lifestyle edits, just make sure they're clean, they trigger an emotion, pick a good sound based on the research that you did, the trend research. And then once you've combined all those things, you can go viral very easily on the lifestyle videos. If you don't believe me, let's just pick a few accounts on Instagram where I've actually managed to go crazy viral within lifestyle videos. It's gonna be super simple and straightforward, but if the Instagram is working with us today, let's say we go to Ruud, for example, one of my clients. As you can see here, we started at about 60K followers. We're at 260K followers now, which is absolutely insane. Boom, 9.9 million views, 2.9 million views. The views are actually absolutely through the roof here, 6.9 million views, and it's because of the clip and the text. Notice how the text is something that people can share with each other. We do the caption, tag your bro, so a lot of guys are gonna tag their bros. A lot of guys are supporting actually, and you can see the amount of tags here. On the phone, you can actually see the shares as well. But yeah, this video went absolutely crazy. Another video that went absolutely crazy was the private jet video. Again, we did the tag your bro video. But if you can check out these videos, you can hear the sound, the clip is amazing, the text is amazing, and that's what makes a video go viral when it comes to lifestyle. Or you can do storytelling videos, which will actually tell the story of the person that you're editing the video for. Now, let's get into recording these type of videos. And recording is actually super important, both for lifestyle videos, but also for talking head videos. If you have a shitty phone or a shitty camera and you're recording your videos with that, people are not gonna like the video or share it to each other because it's just bad quality. And this is specifically for personal brand. Of course, for the meme pages, it doesn't really matter, but specifically for personal brands, you want to make sure you film the videos either vertically or horizontally, depending on the plan that you have set up for this video. And then 4K 60 FPS for the highest quality, and the angle is properly set up for text placement in post-production. If you have a short form video and you are all the way down here and your text is here, it's gonna be a bad video. So you want to make sure that you're positioned right within the camera, that these are the frames, and that you can position the text either here or exactly in the middle where your face is a little bit more back and up, because that's the best placement for text when it comes to talking head videos. Of course, make sure on Instagram that the settings are on for uploading in the highest quality. And for lifestyle videos, all I do is literally film with my iPhone. Make sure you have a iPhone Pro. What you can do is you can go to camera settings, and once you can go to camera settings, you can actually change the setting in the top right corner to 4K 60 FPS. That's what I and all my clients film their iPhone clips with, and this is exactly how you can achieve the highest quality on Instagram when it comes to lifestyle edits. Don't overcomplicate it. Yes, you can use a camera like I'm using right now as well for lifestyle, but usually you would need to have a videographer with you in order to achieve that goal. Now, the audio is super simple. You can either use DJI clip-on mics or a Rode shotgun mic, just like I'm using right now. And if you don't have a mic or you don't have a camera, you can just use the audio of your iPhone. If you do buy the DJI clip-on mics, you can actually attach them into your iPhone as well. And to be honest, you don't need the craziest equipment to achieve these goals. All you need to do is, on base level, you need an iPhone Pro, and you can basically become very well successful on social media with your videos. So don't overcomplicate it. Don't spend a ton of money on equipment if you're just getting started. Just start with your iPhone and post every single day. And then lighting, use natural lighting always. The lighting for me right now is actually pretty shit because the light is coming from the back and I don't have any light set up there. But seems to be working out fine. But bad lighting can make or break a video. Let's say I'm doing a talking video and you guys could barely see me. You're not gonna watch the video and you're not gonna like the video. So a ring light or a sunlight can fix this easily. Make sure to film in daytime and set the angles up nicely. Now, let's move on to the editing. And editing is basically where you start cooking up the videos and putting everything together so it will go viral. Because if you have the clip, if you have the audio, and if you have the font or the text that you want to use, it's not gonna go viral. You need to be able to put it together properly based on the music, the text, and the clips that you have. So first things first, you want to cut out all the mistakes and unnecessary words if it doesn't take away from the emotion. When a lot of people are just cutting as fast-paced as possible, but for emotional podcasts or podcasts where people are sharing their feelings, this is not the best way. We want to make sure that we can still keep this emotion and a good flow within the video. So don't always go for fast-paced cuts. Think about the music and think about what is being said and how can we trigger the emotion within the people that are watching this video. And then for lifestyle videos, flowing into each other. For example, if guys are dabbing each other up and you have multiple clips of that, you can do a dab cut. Or when someone is opening a door and then switching to himself, you can switch to another clip of him filming himself with wide angle. So you have very cool and smooth transitions, and this will actually help increase the engagement on the video. Now the pacing, again, it doesn't always have to be as fast as possible because you want to focus on the flow and the emotion based on the music that you're using within every video basically. Both lifestyle and talking videos focus on the flow and the emotion that you're going to trigger within the people. Now, when it comes to picking the music, you should match the goal of the video. Music should match the information of the video, or music should trigger the emotion. And here's a video example doing that extremely well. Shout out to Jake Moscato here. He's doing insanely well with his podcast shorts, and he's just very emotional within the video. Let's watch this video.
That's just the greatest advice I can give someone. Is like, bro, just do something. Like, move somewhere. You know, I promise you, man. Like, you know what you're gonna get. Like, I know I can lay in bed, bro. Like, sometimes getting out of bed, bro, it feels like my legs are 1,000 pounds.
So you can see based on the emotion within the video and the way he's crying, they picked an insanely good audio for this specific video, and it just triggers a lot of emotion. I think this video went crazy viral, 77,000 likes, I think over a million views or so. So yeah, crazy good audio picking on this video, and also insane that he's so vulnerable on camera. Not many people do this, but as you can see, being vulnerable and being yourself and being your true authentic self will actually make a video go viral because people can connect with you more. Then the next thing that we want to do is B-roll / animations. It's not necessary, but it can help. For example, if I'm going to keep telling you I'm rich and I own a Bugatti, but I have 0 clips showing me that I have a Bugatti, then people are going to think I'm lying. People are going to think that I'm bullshitting. So B-roll can actually help proving that the stuff that you're telling and the stuff that you're talking about is actually true. And it can increase the engagement rate and the CTR on a video, because if people have dopamine hits every 2 seconds within a video, which you can achieve by doing B-roll or animation, it's harder for them to go off the video because it's just super fast paced. Now, let's focus on the captions, because when it comes to talking heads videos, you need to have captions, but you want to make sure they stay in the safe zone. And if you don't know what the safe zone is, I would highly suggest you look it up for a template on Google that you can actually implement into your editing software. So you make sure that the text is not behind the logo, not behind the caption, not behind any of the borders, and it stays within the frame on Instagram so it looks very nice and clean on the page. And don't make it too big. Use middle of the screen placement preferably because that's where people's eyes are being focused on. Now let's take a look at this example of Samuel.
4:40 a.m. Actually, it doesn't matter what time it is, because at any given moment, you're always here with God. You're not supposed to feel perfect all the time.
Notice again how they did the audio so well here, but as you can see, the text placement is exactly in the middle. They use B-roll to increase the engagement of the video. They even added a nice soundbar to make the video even more engaging. And yeah, this video is just overall 10 out of 10. Very good audio picking here as well, because he speaks about God and being emotional and being your true authentic self. So great video, great example of captions, nice and clean, nothing crazy, no emojis, no bullshit, just nice and clean. And then the export setting to achieve the highest uploading quality within Instagram. If you want, take a screenshot out of this, because yeah, this is exactly how you need to be rendering your videos in order to achieve high quality posts. Now, something very important comes up is the platform uploading. So on YouTube, you want to have a separate channel for your shorts. Otherwise, you're going to attract short attention span people to your main channel, and you don't want that because these people are not going to watch your long form videos. Then you want to use the right hashtags and a short caption. I know YouTube Shorts has a limited amount of characters that you can put up on the caption. So really think this through and make the best out of the caption that you can do. And then if you post it on your main channel, I would highly suggest you link it to a long form video so you can actually convert these short attention span people to your long form video and actually get more views on your long form as well. But overall, I wouldn't suggest posting shorts on your YouTube main channel, and just make a separate channel for your YouTube Shorts. Then TikTok, always add in-app captions if possible. For example, for lifestyle videos, I would always use the text inside TikTok because it actually helps the video perform better. Of course, for talking videos, there's no need to do it. Add a sound, even if it's not the original sound, just put the audio to 0. This way, TikTok sees that you're actually editing in-app as well. And then engage for 10 minutes after posting on the platform. And this is super, super important, because if you run up a account and it just looks like a bot account where it's just posting, then TikTok is not gonna like that. TikTok wants you to spend time on the app as well, interact with other people. So really make sure after posting a video to engage for at least 10 minutes on the platform. And then on Instagram, post your video on your story after 12 hours of posting it. Reply to all comments always, because this will actually boost engagement and actually get people back to your video. And you can actually implement this for each and every platform. And then put a question in the captions. This can engage the amount of comments that you can have underneath the video. Or you can put a caption like tag your bro, share this with her, tag your bestie, because this will make people actually start tagging each other and sharing it with each other. Now, then we focus on what type of content we're going to create. But there's one thing first that we need to focus on. We need to track data. We need to be able to make decisions based on data, because if we can't do that, then we're making decisions based off of feelings, and that's not what we should do if we can have so much data. So you want to make sure for each and every platform you track all these metrics. You want to track the accounts reach, the total likes, the comments, the saves and shares, the followers gained, the total followers, the engagement rate. And as you can see here, you want to track the video posts, the total views on TikTok, profile views, likes, comments, shares, followers gained, and total followers. As you can see, my TikTok is doing absolutely terrible because I went viral with the wrong things. But you want to make sure you track this data. Specifically, if you have an offer around this, you want to make sure you track your client's data, because you can make decisions based on numbers, and that's very important. And also you can show your clients exactly the growth that you have achieved, for example, within 7 days on all the accounts. That's what they care about. They care about the results. They don't care about your systems or anything. They just want to get the results. Now, let's move on to the different types of content that we create. And this is actually also the first step of where converting people into sales comes in. Because we want to focus on creating client case studies and testimonials in order for people to believe that we have actually clients, and also to believe that we can get them the results that they desire. Because if you can't flex results, then it's going to be hard for you to get new clients. So make sure that any results that you get, whether it's from yourself or from a client, you always make a video out of it, because that's what will actually convert people. Then we want to make top of the funnel content, aka lifestyle videos. So this can be vlogs. It really shows your personality. It builds trust. People get to know you and who you are as a person on a daily basis. Lifestyle content can actually convert your viewers into viewers that are going to watch your valuable content. And then, of course, we want to post value content where we actually share information, but we sell the implementation. You don't want to gatekeep any information because it must be implementable after watching the video. So these are the 3 different types of content that I utilize in order for me to scale about 50K per month with my agency. And then we have the story sequence, aka the converting mechanism. Because based on these videos, yes, you can get booked calls if you have your link in the description, but usually where the conversion comes in is within the DMs. And how do we increase the amount of DMs that we get? We flex our stories. We flex the results on our stories. We funnel people to the long form where we can provide more value, or we can provide more views on our testimonials. We want to flex the results like watches. As you can see here, I just reposted a video stating how many views we got. Instead of flexing a watch that I have or a car that I have, I just flex the results that I got on social media. And then show proof of getting clients. Of course, Ruben sent this on WhatsApp. I allowed it to post it on my story, and then it really increases the DM flow and also increases the reply rate. You make a nice story highlight out of this, and whenever people come on your profile that are new, they will actually go ahead and watch your story highlight, and therefore they can see instantly the results that you can get, and they are super, super warm without even having to text you. Then what will happen if they do inbound? They will basically message you, hey, I'm interested, let's book a call. Call gets booked on December 9th, and then boom, as we can see a little bit later in the video. Oh, I didn't put the screenshot. This call got closed on December 11th. So 7, 11, or 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 in 4 days, an inbound lead got closed for $4,500 a month. And super simple, straightforward, only because I'm flexing results instead of watches and cars. Then the outbound sequence is a little bit harder because you are targeting people that are actually not too warm. But because of the positioning of your profile, it's going to be very easy to convert them into warm leads and then convert those warm leads into sales. So what do? We want to get extremely clear on the ideal client profile. How much money are they making a month? What industry are they in? What tags or profiles do we need to look for? You can actually just look up people based on tags. You can do the tag e-commerce and find a lot of guys that are within the e-commerce space that might be looking to scale their personal brand. Then, what locations are they in? US, EU, Canada, whatever the case may be, and whatever market you're currently in, you want to make sure you get extremely clear on your ICP, aka your ideal client profile, and because then you know who to target. You also want to know what age they are. Do you want them to be young? Probably not, because they don't have a big budget. Or do you want them to be too old because they're not really into social media? Send 50 DMs every single fucking day, and I will guarantee you, if you have the positioning done well, meaning you have the videos on your channel, you have the stories, you have the highlights, then you will convert one of these DMs into clients on a consistent basis. Then what happens is, on the first day, you send the first message, very short and direct. Don't overcomplicate it. People don't want to hear your crazy lifestyle story. They just want to know what you can offer them. So, hey, name, are you looking for dream outcome? Keep it simple, keep it straightforward. People don't care about your life story. Then on day 3, if they haven't replied yet, we follow up with them with the follow-up message template, initial message template. Don't chit-chat too long. Don't tell your life story. Just try to get them on a call, and on the call you can discuss all the details in your story. Then day 5, follow up again, send a lead magnet or a YouTube case study if they're still not responding, or they're like debating on hopping on or not hopping on the call. So in this case, we can use our content assets on YouTube in order to get these clients onto the call. We can send our testimonials, or we can send our valuable content to them, and that will make them even more warm and therefore can increase the chances of them booking a call. So send case study or a YouTube video in order to make a lead more warm. And then what will happen? They will book the discovery call. You do the introduction for 5 minutes, a little bit of a chit chat. Then you ask questions. All you need to do is find out what their problem is, and you need to become the solution to their problem. And how do you know if you can become the solution to their problem? Ask questions. You need to ask as many questions, and every time they mention a problem, you're going to be like, hey man, I can get that sorted for you. I can help you out with that. I can handle that for you. And then you can give them the solution all the way at the end. ROI discussion. Usually people want to have an ROI on their investment, of course, because if they don't have an ROI, then it's not going to be smart for them to invest the money. And with building personal brands, a lot of people think, oh, it's so hard to get an ROI. But if you get insane results, and if you get videos that go viral, for example, one of my clients on social media here, She got about 300 DMs yesterday from one single video that went viral. Let me actually check out her profile. But that's basically how we get leads and how they can get a return on their investment. Not a single dollar was spent on ads, and only because of this video, we got over 300 DMs of people that are wanting to start with their offer. As you can see here, comment Airbnb if you want to get started. Boom, people start DMing, and that's how we can get lead flow in, and therefore they can get a return on their investment. So there's no return on organic marketing is bullshit. You can have the biggest return on your investment, even bigger than when it comes to paid ads. Now, of course, we have some clients having some objections, and how do we handle these? So when it comes to the price objection, we want to acknowledge their concern, show empathy, and ask clarifying questions. The more questions you ask, the more you get to know the person, and the better you know what answers you need to give the person in order to convert them into a sale. Reframe the value. Highlight how your offer solves their key problem. Don't negotiate on price, negotiate on value, and explain that, hey, you want to get to your desired outcome. You're currently in this position. I'm literally going to be the bridge between you and your desired outcome. That's how you can handle the price objection. Offer payment options if necessary. You can always do like $100 a month or $200 a month, or whatever your offer is and whatever the structure might be. You can offer payment options. And then the timeline. Oh, I'm not sure if I'm ready, or oh, I'm not sure if this is the right time for me. Very simple. If they don't take action today, it's only gonna take longer for them to get to their desired situation. So acknowledge their concern again and ask why the timeline is an issue. Then reframe the urgency, highlight why starting now benefits them long term rather than waiting. Taking action is one of the most important things that makes the needle actually move forward. And then offer flexible timelines or phased approaches. You can always say like, hey, we can just do a 2-week start, or we can do a 1-month start, and to test things out, and so I can actually show you what results I can get you. Then competition, validate their comparison to competitions, emphasize your unique value or proven results, explain why your solution best meets their needs. So when they actually mention competition and they actually mention cheaper stuff, then you want to just say like, hey, these are the results I get. This is the system that I have. I've been in the market for super long. Yes, I know the investment is a little bit bigger, but I also get better results. So would you rather pay less money and not get the results that you want, or pay a little bit more money but get the dream outcome that you want? That's how you handle the competition. Objection, pretty simple and straightforward. Then once the call is basically pretty much closed, you go to the next step where you give them the proposal. You explain in short the scope of work, the investment, and the timeline, and then what's going to happen in the next week. If you need to do a follow-up, this should say follow-up. If you need to do a follow-up, then you can follow up and book a call. You want to make sure you book the follow-up call on the sales call that you already have, so that the call is logged in. Because if you don't book it on the call, people in the text are maybe going to be like, yeah, I don't want to do another call. I'm not too sure, blah, blah, blah. So make sure you do a follow-up call and book it on the discovery call. Then you can spam them with email flows, share lead magnets, share valuable content assets, share case studies again to them so they keep staying warm and they keep being interested in your offer. And then at some point is the final call. You get to close. Collect the payment on the call, guys. It's super important because people can change their mind within a split second after the call. So you want to collect the payment on the call, get all information to send them the contract, and explain the next week's timeline. You want to make sure you onboard a client pretty much always within 48 hours after closing them. And then, of course, you're going to get them the contract sent to their email. Once the contract is signed, it's basically locked in, and the payment, of course, was collected on the call, so it's locked in as well. And then basically the whole onboarding flow starts. You want to make sure this is automated as well. Save your automations, automated onboarding email to make it look professional, book an onboarding call within 48 hours, and set up all these systems immediately. This shows that you're ready to take action with the client. For me, my onboarding looks something like this. Contract is signed, some filters, make the Google Drive folders, and then add the channel in Slack, create the Monday board, invite the users to Slack and Monday, and then send a message in Slack and send the onboarding email. And that's basically the whole flow, from creating videos to cash collecting about 10K US dollars, a little bit more, in less than 3 days, or pretty much in 3 days. So if you want to do this and you want to achieve the same goal, I highly suggest you study this video very well, because it all starts with one thing, and that's posting videos on social media, and that can literally change your life and get you insane amounts of clients. And for the people who already have a personal brand who are watching this, really study and also watch this video, because the system in here works for any offer. Basically, you can achieve the same amount of lead flow with any offer. It doesn't have to be a content agency, doesn't have to be a personal branding agency. If you have a coaching offer or info product, you can achieve the same amount of lead flow by doing this exact strategy, and specifically doing the stories, the case studies, the vlogs, and the valuable content. That's pretty much your biggest asset and the biggest converting assets within this whole mechanism here. That being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a pretty fucking long video, but I want to give you guys as much value as I can. If you need any of the stuff that I explain in this video, just let me know. I'm more than happy to share it with you guys, as I'm not here to gatekeep shit. Make sure you subscribe. Even if you don't, I don't fucking care. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.